This morning, we're bringing you the latest on President Donald Trump's health.
Not received any supplemental oxygen.
He's not on oxygen right now, that's right.
Confusion abounds as President Trump's doctor offers guarded information on his condition, while the president expresses cautious optimism.
Over the next period of a few days, I guess that's the real test, so we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days.
This as Wisconsin's connection to COVID-19 continues to grow.
I certainly did not anticipate testing positive.
Senator Ron Johnson adding to a list of positive test results that grew by the hour Saturday, with Northeast Wisconsin one of the top-ranked spots in the nation for COVID-19 cases.
It's not like hospitals are built with an extra 3 floors and have an extra 50 nurses on standby just in case.
Now, health officials in our area are pleading for help and demanding more enforcement.
To rely purely on voluntary behavior in public settings, that failed us.
The spread of the coronavirus from Wisconsin to Washington, D.C. tops Good Day Wisconsin this Sunday.
Balanced news and severe weather coverage. This is Fox 11 News Good Day Wisconsin.
President Donald Trump spent another night at Walter Reed Medical Center after testing positive for COVID-19. Trump's doctor provided an update yesterday saying the medical team is, quote, cautiously optimistic. Pictures were also released showing the president working from the hospital. But his doctor went on to say President Trump is not out of the woods as of yet. Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Sunday. President Donald Trump appeared on camera late yesterday for the first time since being admitted to Walter Reed Medical Center.
Now, reports claim he received supplemental oxygen at the White House before arriving at the hospital on Friday morning. In a video posted to his Twitter account, the president gave an update on his condition. And Karen Kafa is bringing us a closer look.
As President Trump's supporters cheer outside of Walter Reed Military Medical Center, photos show the president working inside the hospital despite his COVID-19 diagnosis.
I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now.
But the president's chief of staff warns
he's not out of the woods the next 48 hours or so.
According to a White House official, President Trump received his first positive coronavirus test result Thursday after returning from events in New Jersey. Later, a second test confirmed the diagnosis. Then, Friday morning, the White House chief of staff says the president's condition deteriorated.
I know a number of us, the doctor and I, were very concerned.
Doctors say President Trump took Regeneron's experimental antibody cocktail and 2 doses of the therapeutic remdesivir.
If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, frankly, they're miracles. If you want to know the truth, they're miracles.
A Trump administration official says a cluster of COVID cases among top Republicans likely began here at the Rose Garden event, announcing the nomination of Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie tested positive a week after the event and is now in the hospital. As for President Trump, he says he's making progress, but acknowledged the road to recovery is long.
I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test.
Also last night, President Trump thanked the workers at Walter Reed in a tweet saying, quote, doctors, nurses, and all at the great Walter Reed Medical Center and others from likewise incredible institutions who have joined them are amazing. Tremendous progress has been made over the last 6 months in fighting this plague. With their help, I am feeling well.
And new this morning, the president has tweeted again from Walter Reed Medical Center. President Donald Trump retweeted Dan Scavino, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Communications, this morning. In the original tweet, Scavino posted a video of supporters of the president who gathered outside Walter Reed Medical Center. Scavino's tweet says, quote, thank you to all of the great America patriots who have come out tonight in support of President Trump at Walter Reed Medical Center. The president added in his own message saying, quote, thank you so much. Trump has been much more active on Twitter this morning than he has been since his hospitalization, sharing multiple tweets so far.
We want to update you on some of the new positive cases that have been reported since the overnight hours. Nicholas Luna, an aide who works closely with President Donald Trump, has tested positive for coronavirus. Luna is one of Trump's body men whose job is to accompany the president through the day and night. His duties range from handling the president's papers and speech texts, and he's also in close proximity with the president. The White House has not commented on Luna's condition. Here's a look at which officials have tested positive for COVID-19. Utah Senator Mike Lee is on that list, along with North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis, as well as Trump's former advisor Kellyanne Conway. Trump's campaign manager Bill Stepien, along with Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel, as well as senior White House advisor Hope Hicks, all also tested positive for COVID-19.
Senator Ron Johnson has also tested positive for the coronavirus. He is the third Republican senator to do so since Friday. Johnson says he learned he was positive after attending a fundraiser on Friday night. And Fox 11's Ben Krumholtz spoke with him about how he is doing now.
Senator Ron Johnson says he took a COVID test Friday in Oshkosh as he was headed to an Ozaukee County event.
No symptoms, doing it strictly as a precaution so I could feel good about flying back to D.C. and not having a problem.
The senator says he was socially distant at the fundraiser and had a mask on except when he was speaking.
I've never quarantined after a test. There's no reason to do so because I'm not sick. I have no symptoms. I certainly did not anticipate testing positive, so there was no reason to quarantine.
Johnson says his doctor believes he likely contracted the virus from his chief of staff. On September 14th, Johnson learned his staffer tested positive. Immediately after, Johnson drove from Washington, D.C. to Oshkosh by himself to quarantine for 2 weeks. This week, he returned to D.C. for 3 days before coming home for a weekend of events.
During that 14-day time period, I had been tested twice for COVID. Both tests came back negative. I never developed any symptoms. I still have never developed any symptoms. I feel fine. I feel completely normal.
Johnson was planning to isolate after this weekend to assure himself he'd be ready for Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearings.
Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin has tested negative for COVID-19. Baldwin made the announcement on Twitter last night. In her tweet, she said, quote, "I again urge everyone to wear a mask and practice social distancing to protect the health and safety of yourself and others." In an earlier tweet, the senator said, quote, "I am sorry to hear that a number of my colleagues have tested positive for COVID-19, including Senator Johnson. I wish them all a healthy recovery."
Wisconsin set another record for daily coronavirus infections yesterday. The previous record was made on Thursday with 2,887 cases. Yesterday, the Department of Health Services reported 2,892 cases. Just over 24,000 of these are now considered active statewide. 19 new coronavirus-related deaths were also reported, bringing the state's death toll now to 1,372. 692 are currently hospitalized because of the virus. Brown County is now under a public health emergency alert as the number of COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths continue to go up. 250 physicians are urging everyone to help stop the spread of this virus. They sent a letter calling on the community to take the pandemic seriously. Prevea Health's president and CEO, Dr. Ashok Rai, says more than 200 healthcare workers are also out, having tested positive for the virus or are showing symptoms. He says hospitals here in northeastern Wisconsin are nearing capacity.
But when you have 3 people that needed craniotomies, which is surgeries on their brain essentially for tumors, making them wait is hard. Making a breast cancer patient wait another week for her double mastectomy because she has cancer is hard. And we don't want to be able to do that. But the COVID patients taking up the 99 beds across the city today make those decisions.
In regards to masks, after testing positive for COVID, Republican Senator Ron Johnson says that he is still against a mask mandate, saying individuals should be the ones responsible for public health.
Neenah schools will start virtual learning tomorrow due to the high COVID-19 rates and rising community spread. Classes will remain online until October 16th. The district there hopes students will be able to return to the classroom on October 19th. That'll depend if school and community data improves by October 15th. Meanwhile, 2 shootings on Green Bay's east side are now under investigation. The shootings take place less than an hour apart yesterday afternoon. Both were on the city's east side. The first happened on the 2200 block of Imperial Lane around 2:30. The next was on the 1400 block of University Avenue around 3. Officials say no one has come forward with injuries from either incident.
Now, Northeast Wisconsin's most accurate forecast from Fox 11's Justin Steinbrink.
After a dreary, soggy Saturday, conditions are going to be drying out as we go through your Sunday, helping with that fact that we have some sunshine out there right now. It'll mix with a few clouds as we go through your day ahead. After being stuck in the 40s all day yesterday, we'll improve a little bit. 52 will be your high later on this afternoon. We're keeping that severe weather index in the low category with just a mix of sun and clouds expected as we go through your day today. A look outside right now shows that clearing trend that has taken place. In fact, blue skies over Lambeau right now in Green Bay. We're up a degree from last hour, so that trend of temperatures tumbling because of the clear sky around sunrise is now beginning to be outweighed by the sun helping to warm us again. 38 is the current temperature in Green Bay, and up we'll go as the day moves along. Rain off to the east of us from last night, the clouds moving with it. Some patches of clouds remain in spots over the north woods. I do think that we will see times of passing clouds moving through today, and Future Track shows that. Areas of clouds passing on by, mixing with the sunshine through the afternoon ahead on a dry Sunday expected. Tonight will be mostly clear, could be frosty in some spots as temperatures do dip back into the mid-30s once again. Otherwise, tomorrow, mostly sunny skies should prevail on your Monday. It will be a breezy day tomorrow. Winds turn to the southwest and increase. Could at times be over 20 miles per hour, so a bit of a windy day at times. But here's near kickoff for that Packers game, Monday Night Football at Lambeau. The weather looks fine. We should have partly cloudy skies during the game, and the breeze should gradually be easing as we go throughout game time also. Current conditions, look to the west. We had a frost advisory in effect in central Wisconsin this morning. Well warranted. We had readings at times dropping below freezing. They're beginning to bounce back now, though. Wausa's at 33. Wisconsin Rapids is at 33. It's 34 in Appleton, another chilly spot at this hour. Your trend in temperatures today, up we go to a high of 52 later on this afternoon. That is 10 degrees below the average for this time of the year, though, still. So a cool day by early October standards. And notice the slip coming with clear skies this evening will quickly drop back into the 30s. So there will likely be some frost concerns again coming up tonight. But no Packer game on today, and the sun is out to enjoy. Why not take a trip up north? Look at the fall color report. Look at this. We've reached peak in many spots in the far north. And much of the north woods, north of Green Bay, is experiencing near peak conditions. Doesn't last long. You got to enjoy it while you can. By next weekend, we will start to see some of these leaves leave, heading to the ground. Here in Green Bay and the Fox Cities, probably a week out. I'll show you what it looks like for next weekend in case you're wondering if you should take a trip around here. But yeah, if you want to head out today, heading up north or west of us here in Green Bay, not a bad idea to enjoy some fall color. A mix of sun and clouds and 52 today with a north breeze around 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear, frosty tonight with our low dropping back to 34. A breezy day then for your Monday, mostly sunny. That breeze, though, bringing in some warmer air, near 60 for a high. Southwest winds to 20 miles per hour. A look at the extended forecast shows a relatively mild pattern as we go through next week compared to the cool weather we just experienced. Mid-60s Tuesday and Wednesday. And hey, look at next weekend. 70s popping back up on the board. So if you're not going to find fall color today, next weekend should offer another opportunity. That's a look at your most accurate forecast. Stay with us. Good Day Wisconsin's coming right back.